At 74 years old, Drew Pearson finally got the call he'd been waiting decades for. But the journey to that moment was filled with heartbreak, controversy, and a tragedy that changed everything. The man they called Mr. Clutch had spent his entire life overcoming impossible odds, from walking onto an NFL team as an undrafted nobody to becoming a franchise legend. Yet somehow, the one achievement that seemed most deserved kept slipping through his fingers. Drew Pearson was born on January 12, 1951, in South River, New Jersey. Nothing about his early years suggested he would become an NFL icon. At South River High School, he played wide receiver alongside future NFL star Joe Theismann before taking over as starting quarterback. His path wasn't glamorous, but it taught him something valuable that nothing has ever come easy. When Pearson accepted a football scholarship to the University of Tulsa, he started as a backup quarterback before transitioning to wide receiver as a junior in 1971. His college numbers were solid, but not spectacular. He finished with 55 receptions for 1,119 yards and 8 touchdowns, averaging 20.3 yards per reception. Despite these achievements, the 1973 NFL draft came and went without his name being called. Most players would have given up at that point, not Pearson. He signed with the Dallas Cowboys as an undrafted free agent, knowing the odds were stacked against him. He made the roster not as a star receiver, but as a third-team player who earned his spot through exceptional work on special teams. His break came midway through his rookie season when injuries to Otto Stowe and Mike Montgomery opened a door. Pearson stepped through it and never looked back. Over his 11 seasons with Dallas, Pearson transformed from an afterthought into a franchise icon. By the time he retired following the 1983 season, he was the Cowboys' all-time leader in both receptions with 489 and receiving yards with 7,822. He also held 48 touchdown catches and led the NFL in receiving yards in 1977 with 870 yards. From 1974 through 1977, he led the Cowboys in receptions and receiving yards for 4 straight seasons. But numbers alone don't capture what made Pearson special. His greatness lived in the moments that mattered most. He was on the receiving end of 3 game-deciding plays that were named among the top 75 plays in NFL history by NFL Films in 1994. The most famous was the 50-yard Hail Mary pass he caught from Roger Staubach to beat the Minnesota Vikings in the final seconds of their 1975 divisional playoff game. This play gave birth to the term Hail Mary and became the quintessential example of Pearson's clutch factor. He also caught a game-sealing touchdown in a 1973 playoff game against the Los Angeles Rams and the game-winning touchdown pass from reserve quarterback Clint Longley in the 1974 Thanksgiving game against Washington. Beyond his catches, he delivered a crucial downfield block that cleared the way for Tony Dorsett's NFL record, 99-yard touchdown run in 1982. What do you think about Drew Pearson's incredible ability to perform in clutch moments? Drop a comment below and hit that subscribe button if you want to hear more stories about NFL legends who overcame the odds. Despite all these achievements, Pearson faced a frustrating reality. He was a 3-time All-Pro selection in 1974, 1976, and 1977, and a 3-time Pro Bowl selection in the same years. Most importantly, he was selected to the NFL's All-Decade team of the 1970s. For decades, he remained the lone member of the first-team offense from that all-decade team who wasn't in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Even the entire second-team offense from that decade was elected before him. Critics pointed to his statistics, arguing they didn't reflect Hall of Fame standards, but this perspective overlooked the offensive philosophies of the 1970s. The Tom Landry-led Cowboys were a run-first, ball-control team. In that environment, Pearson's yearly totals were considered among the league's best. His career average of 16.0 yards per reception showed his consistent role as a downfield threat. The emotional weight of the Hall of Fame exclusion became a defining part of Pearson's story. As a senior finalist for the 2020 Hall of Fame class, he was part of the Centennial slate, but ultimately fell just shy of induction. A viral video captured his raw emotional reaction to the news. He was visibly frustrated and heartbroken, saying, "They broke my heart. And they did it like this. They strung it out like this." He lamented that he can't catch no more passes, can't run no more routes, emphasizing his inability to further his case on the field. This public display of vulnerability connected with a broad audience, transforming his personal disappointment into a relatable human moment that transcended sports. Former and current NFL players rallied around him. Des Bryant, who inherited Pearson's iconic number 88, tweeted, "What they did to Drew Pearson is not right original 88. You deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, no ifs and buts about it." But Pearson's life had already been marked by tragedy that put everything into perspective. On March 22, 1984, his professional football career came to an abrupt and devastating end. At 1:30 in the morning, he fell asleep while driving and crashed his car into a parked tractor-trailer on the LBJ freeway in Dallas. The accident was catastrophic. His youngest brother, Kerry Pearson, was killed, and Drew himself sustained a career-ending liver injury. The internal injuries were so severe that he was in serious condition and couldn't even attend his brother's funeral. This heartbreaking event forced an unexpected end to his playing career and marked a pivot point in his life. It was a loss he said he has had to live with for the rest of his life. The tragedy forced him to rebuild his professional identity outside of the game he loved. Rather than let this tragedy define him, Pearson channeled his resilience into building a new life. He returned to the Cowboys as an assistant wide receivers coach in 1985, later holding coaching and general manager positions in other leagues. He coached the Dallas Texans in 1991, served as vice president and general manager for the NYNJ Hitmen of the XFL in 2001, and was general manager for the Allen Wranglers of the Arena Football League from 2011 to 2012. Beyond coaching, Pearson built a successful career in media and business. He became a sportscaster and co-host for NBC5, Fox Sports Net, and HBO's Inside the NFL. His public speaking skills led him to become a motivational speaker, with fees ranging from $15,000 to $35,000. He founded his own apparel company, Drew Pearson Company, in 1985, which became a global manufacturer providing licensed products for the NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL, as well as major entertainment companies like Warner Bros. And Disney. His business success was recognized by Black Enterprise magazine as one of the largest Black-owned businesses in the U.S. in the 1990s. He also used his platform for philanthropy, serving as honorary chair for the Plano Community Charity Golf Tournament and speaking at events like the Salvation Army of El Paso's Lone Star Gala. Then, in 2021, the agonizing wait finally ended. After his public snub, Pearson was named the lone senior finalist for the class of 2021. He was elected for induction on February 6, 2021. The moment was orchestrated as a surprise by Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and his former quarterback, Roger Staubach. Pearson was lured to a business meeting at the Cowboys facility, where he was greeted by Hall of Fame President David Baker, who delivered the life-changing news. Pearson's Hall of Fame speech was a powerful moment of redemption. He acknowledged the heartbreak of the previous year's snub, stating, the whole world saw me crying." He then expressed his gratitude, noting, "I only had to wait 8 months for that to be rectified." He wove his faith into his speech, referencing the biblical passage Jeremiah 29:11, and concluded with a playful nod to his most famous play, "I don't have a Hail Mary in my back pocket, so I got to wrap this up, and I just want to thank you all for the moment." Drew Pearson's legacy extends far beyond statistics or even Hall of Fame recognition. His career represents a powerful human narrative of resilience and redemption. He entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent and defied the odds to become a franchise legend and member of the NFL's all-decade team of the 1970s. While his career statistics may appear modest by modern standards, his value was undeniable when judged by his ability to consistently make game-winning plays in critical moments. The personal catastrophe of the 1984 car crash, which claimed his brother's life and ended his playing career, didn't break him. Instead, it forced a profound reinvention that led to success in business and media. His public emotional struggle with the Hall of Fame snub became a defining chapter, transforming his eventual induction from a mere formality into a collective moment of long-awaited justice. His place in Dallas Cowboys history is secured not only by his records and clutch moments, but also by the symbolic passing of his iconic number 88. Pearson is the original 88, and his legacy continues through subsequent Cowboys legends like Michael Irvin, Des Bryant, and most recently, CeeDee Lamb. If you enjoyed learning about Drew Pearson's incredible journey of resilience and redemption, make sure to subscribe and let us know in the comments which other NFL legends you'd like to hear about. Drew Pearson's story proves that true greatness isn't just measured by the numbers you put up or the plays you make, but by the profound impact you have on the sport and the timeless human qualities of resilience and grace under pressure.